Good morning, Hubsters. How are we doing? So it's the 1st of April. No April Fool's jokes. I think the world's having a bad enough time as it is today. So I've got nothing to say on April Fool's this morning. I'm actually keen for a little prank. I'm definitely one of them people. I do find stuff like that hilarious. But yeah, today we're just going to remain as normal, I think. So happy 1st of the month. How are you doing? How was your March? Stick in the comments for me, give me some likes and hearts if you had a good month in March. If you didn't have a good month in March in terms of like stuff that I can help with, obviously I can't help with coronavirus necessarily, but if there's anything business wise, then stick it in the comments and I'm happy to kind of answer some questions. I'm here, obviously with me being at home, while you guys are all at home, I've got a lot more time than I normally have. So ping me a message, drop me a PM. I'm definitely here a lot more than I usually am to be able to just answer questions and support. But what I wanted to talk about this morning is accountability. So what is accountability, first of all? Now, I only really discovered accountability in like 2015. And it started off for me, accountability was just, if I said I'd do something, having somebody to report to, kind of like I used to have a boss for when I was in a job. But in my business, having somebody to hold me accountable, I've found has been one of the best possible things that I can have. Now, in some cases, I pay for mentorships. I'm part of masterminds. I have coaches and those sorts of things, but that's not what I'm talking about today. In other parts of my life, I have just got people that I know, like, trust and have a lot of respect for, people that are doing some of the things that I would really like to be able to do, or I'm trying to do, that I know I've already done it once or twice or maybe loads of times, that I can seek advice from and talk to about things. But more importantly, having somebody or multiple people that I can go to and check in with on a day-to-day basis. Now, not every day is smooth sailing. We know this. Not every day is easy. We know this. Whether it's fitness, whether it's business, whether it's keeping on top of your cleaning in your house, I don't care what it is. It's not always easy to deliver on the things you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do them. And actually, having somebody to hold you accountable to that stuff is one of the most powerful ways of making progress continually. So in March, it's not me actually running it. I was actually just a member of the group. There were 9 of us in the group. And we all put 50 quid into a prize pot. So it's not like a fee that you pay to be in a group. We all put £50 into a prize pot. And 9 of us, for the month of March, basically set some goals on the first day of the month. And we checked in daily. We hit our goals or worked towards hitting our goals throughout the month. We asked for help from each other within the group, because there's people in there that are like super fit, healthy people, and there's people that want to get more fit. So them helping each other. There are people that want to launch online companies in terms of like online training. So I help them a lot because I've got an online training company. There was all different kind of relationships and friendships being built in that group over the course of the month. Now, the way that the rules worked is we all put 50 quid in the pot, so 9 of us, so £450 pot. And at the end of the month, the prize would be split between, or the full pot would be split between first, second and third place. So first place won the biggest share, second place won double their money back, and third place got their fee back to basically be able to go again in April without it costing them any more money. So it went incredibly well. It was so good. It was so successful. And it's the first time I've ever been part of a group like this. And I didn't really know what would happen, if it would be good, if it would be bad, if it would be annoying, I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect. But it was absolutely brilliant. The personalities in the group helped everybody else. There was no one was allowed to really just drift around. Now, not everybody hit their targets, and I'm one of those people, so I definitely didn't win this, by the way. My targets were to run 20 miles a week, to do a minimum of 10,000 steps a day, to do 3 Instagram stories a minimum a day, and to lose half a stone, right? They were my goals for March. Now, I didn't lose half a stone. I definitely didn't. I lost about £4, but I definitely didn't lose half a stone. I definitely didn't run 20 miles every single week. I did for the first 3 weeks, and then things just got a bit crazy in business, and I actually just didn't have the time. I also fell in love a little bit with kettlebell circuits, and I've been doing that in the garden instead. And I definitely didn't do 10,000 steps that I could prove because I kept forgetting to charge my fucking Fitbit. So yeah, I didn't win because I didn't actually get to the end in the truest form. However, I did stay till the end, and I did stay accountable for my activity, and I still did work my arse off to the end of the month. So last night we announced the winners, and I wanted to announce them on this video because they did incredibly well. But before I do that, I want to talk about the people that didn't win. So, you know, there were 9 of us in the group. There were 3 winners, and there were 6 people, me included, that despite still working their asses off, didn't actually win a prize, but have won personal victories throughout the month, which has been amazing. So we have people doing live Facebook videos every day. So that's increased their visibility, it's increased their confidence. So they've had a little personal win. We had Trudy, who was doing activity targets. She absolutely nailed her consistency. And I know, Trudy, actually you is something that you naturally do, but find hard. Like me, you're not necessarily always 100% like mega on it. You sometimes have to push, and you did absolutely amazing. You know, Martha as well, you did incredible. I'm really excited for our call. We've got a one-to-one call on Friday to talk through your ideas for the stuff that you've done this month. You know, you guys did absolutely amazing. Michael as well, you absolutely nailed it. Chris, Ian, everybody that was in there, you did a really good job. But the winners are the winners, and the winners are voted on by the group. So they're not voted on by me, they're not voted on by anything else. They're voted on by the people in the group who they feel has delivered on the promises they set at the beginning of the month, who was held accountable and supported but delivered. So there were 3 winners. The 3rd place went to Amma. So Amma did, his challenge was to do a Facebook Live every day for a month, nailed it. Carlston, he had a collection of goals, which were things like getting his online course up and loaded, doing a certain number of exercise days in every, I think it was 4 out of 7 or 3 out of 7, something like that. A number of steps and things like that. So he absolutely nailed his. And then Emma, who won, she, it was Instagram story activity, to work out 5 days out of 7 in every week, to lose a certain amount of weight, and so on. Anyway, the group voted, they were the top 3, absolutely nailed it. So Emma won 300 quid last night, Carlston won 100, and Emma won his £50 fee back. So we're doing it again from today. So I wanted to invite anybody else who wants to get involved in this to tell me today. I've got a link that you can like put your prize money into the pot. I've put the prize money into the pot as well, just for clarity, although I'm kind of leading it. I'm just a member for this. I'm not training it. It's nothing to do with that. I'm not making any money off of it. We're all putting £50 in, and the whole lot is being split. It's really just about that accountability to get shit done. Now, there's stuff going on in the world that is distracting right now, really distracting. But you cannot take your foot off the pedal, because there is life after coronavirus. We have to keep pushing for the things that we want to achieve in our life, in our year, in our month, right? So for those of you that want to achieve something in April and want to have somebody or a group of people actually to hold them accountable to that goal, whatever the goal is, you know, it might be calories per day, it might be fitness, it might be steps, it might be running, it might be working out, it might be litres of water every day, could be business, could be number of calls, could be a website build, could be anything. Whatever your goal is, stick it up. You basically declare it into the group, and the group will hold you accountable for it. So if you want to get involved, ping me a message today and we'll get you involved. But you have to be in before midnight today. Otherwise, you basically miss the first day of the month, and that's no good for anybody. So everybody else is in, but I wanted to open it up to the group to see if anybody else wants to join. If you do, then great, let me know. If not, and you are somebody that can hold themselves accountable, if you're somebody that, even if you don't join the group and isn't able to hold themselves accountable, some of the best bits of advice I can give you is to declare your goals today, write them down, make them visual, make sure you're looking at them every day and you're taking small steps every single day to work towards them. Because if you don't start today for April, all of a sudden it'll be the middle of April and you'll be behind. And then mentally, that's a really difficult place to come back from. So start working on things from today. Start taking actions from today. Put things in place that you need to do, and have an amazing, amazing month. I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm going to go make a coffee and get to work, and I will speak to you soon. Big love.